are here again. This is just some more of it. This your host, John J. Welcome to Studio Talk. Today, we're doing something a little different. We usually have rappers. We have all kind of musical talented people, but today in Studio Talk, we're doing a little business literature. You know, because I love to teach y'all. I hope you learn every episode you watch. And this, like I said, this is going to be some more of it. We have a dear friend of mine. Actually, she's someone like a mentor. And she's also our first woman guest, Miss Kayla Joshua.
Hey, welcome. Well,
Don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me hanging.
I'm not gonna shake your hand because we family. And John J, I just know him as John. Okay, I don't know J. This is John.
Yes, ma'am.
But yes, my name is Kayla Joshua, and I am the CEO, owner, operator of Knowledge Solutions. So what I focus on is helping small business owners, you know, like John and other entrepreneurs, learn how to make $100K in less than 90 days by using my 5-step program called the Knowledge Solutions Foundation. So I do appreciate you having me here and taking the time to do so. And actually, John may not even know, he's one of the people who actually motivated me to go even further in my business. You know, sometimes as an entrepreneur, it's stressful because, you know, you're trying to do the right thing. You're trying to help other business owners. And sometimes you have those clients who actually are serious about their business.
Yeah.
Serious about what they want to do, and they appreciate the things that you do, because it's such a money-hungry society and world. And you know, you've been always appreciative of everything that I've done throughout my whole journey, from when I first started doing credit restoration up until taxes and stuff. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
For having
Kayla,
me.
even before we get to that,
yeah,
because we got a whole lot to talk about, let's go ahead and tell the people where you're from.
Well, I'm originally from the south side of Chicago, but I was raised on the west side of Vegas. So I am from the community, and that's my goal, is making sure people that look like me, sound like me, you know that the stuff that they're not teaching us, you know, because we were taught to work for other people.
Absolutely.
You know, I have numerous degrees. I have an associate's in criminal justice with an emphasis in juvenile delinquency. I have a bachelor's in criminal justice. I have a master's in social work from USC.
Y'all hear this?
That's a school people paying, like the lady from Full House.
Yeah.
Who went to the feds because she paid to get her daughter in that school. I have a master's degree from that same school, and I got in on my own. But I thought, you know what I'm saying, going to school and getting a good education was the way. And there's nothing wrong with it. But since I became an entrepreneur for the last 5 years, the best form of education is self-education.
Self-education and self-motivation.
Yeah, and we don't have that as a community. So I just put a lot of energy and focus into making sure I'm teaching my people what it is that I didn't know.
Okay. So look, with you being like that, you coming from the west side of Las Vegas.
Yes.
What even made you strive towards financial literacy? Because I call you the one-stop shop. You're the true definition of black excellence. So coming from a poverty-stricken area where blacks really don't go to school, blacks really aren't educated. Some blacks barely even graduate high school. Single mothers. What draws you to financial literacy? What made you want to invest in yourself and just go towards the money?
Honestly, it was God. I never wanted to go into financial literacy. I was working at a bank. I worked in banking for almost 15 years. And I would see, you know, no offense to anybody, but I would see white people and other ethnicities come in, and they have on a white t-shirt, raggedy shoes, jeans with holes in it, and they credit score 700. 800, and they come in, and I'm doing their home loans, they get approved.
Yeah.
I'm doing their car loans, they get approved. And I see people who look like me, they got a million chains on, J's, dressed to the nine.
Yeah.
And they count negative, and they're talking nasty to me, telling me, well, why am I count negative? I can't afford this fee. I'm looking at it like, you got it on.
Yeah, you wearing your money.
That's where your money is. So I asked my coworkers, I was a young black girl working in banking, 20-some years old. I said, and I was just going to school for all those degrees I had. I never planned on doing this, ever. And I asked them, how do I get a credit score like that so I can walk in wherever I want to and people treat me with respect and give me what I want? And they said, oh, what's your credit score? I said, I don't know. I didn't even know what a credit score was.
And that's the point right there.
I didn't know what it was.
We got to teach the youth because that's where it starts.
Yeah, my mama told me credit don't count. You can get doctor bills and all that. And no offense to her, but we pass down those generational curses.
Yeah.
She said credit don't count. Cause I was like, I need to go to the doctor, but I don't have insurance. You can go. They ain't gonna count that against your credit. I'm like, okay, because when you know better, you do better. So
absolutely.
I never wanted to be an entrepreneur. I was told to go to school, get a good education, work,
and get a job.
Get a job. When I thought I worked for the government, I worked for the state of Nevada as a caseworker. I thought my life was the bomb. Like I got a job. I'm working for the man. I got good insurance. Yeah. And when the pandemic hit, and I realized I made more money at home. Yeah. On my own time.
It changed your thought of mind. Yeah.
On my own dime. Then I made 12 months. When them telling me what to do, I can't go to lunch until you tell me to go to lunch.
Yeah.
I can't go on vacation until you tell me to go to vacation.
Yeah.
I said, why am I here?
Yeah. What am I doing to myself?
Yeah. But I was only doing what I was told to do by my mama, my dad, my granddad. So that's why. So once I realized we were being programmed and brainwashed, I said, I have to set an example. Even if I got to struggle and go hard every day to let people know, what it is, that's what I got to do.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it happened. Like, okay. It wasn't intention. I never wanted to do this. Never.
Okay. So, obviously, you can't tell. You got degrees. You got several own businesses. Mm-hmm. When I met you, I was young. But
like 10, 11.
Yeah. We reconnected when I was older, and I found out you were doing credit, helping with the credit. So when I met you, I think I was like 5'10". When I was done with your program, I think I was at like a 740, 750. I remember. And it changed my life.
Yeah, and it actually, like I said, it changed mine because you had faith in me. But not only that, when it comes to black people, we don't like to pay.
Absolutely.
We don't like to pay. You pay for my services, and then on top of that, you say, well, what else can I do to support your business? What else can I do? So I said, you know what? I have to value myself as a person because I gave away so much information for free.
Free game.
So much. And when I try to charge people, they don't want to pay us. They want to get a deal out of us. But they pay everybody else full price plus some because of the color of our skin.
Yeah.
So, like I said, customers like yourself, who go from friends to family to business partners is what taught me that I had to value myself and my business.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So with going from that to I got my credit right, you pushed me even further. Just letting y'all know, this woman was really like a mentor to me. She told me, man, at the end of the day, you're already doing it, John. Just try to do everything legal. Try it the right way. She knows me since I was young. Y'all know I was in the street. She said, you tried it wrong your whole life. Try doing it the right way. Invest in yourself. Invest in your craft and your business. And I did, and the growth was amazing. It flourished. And it's still flourishing. And I owe so much to her. And it's just, at the end of the day, it goes back to, we have to teach these kids. Because I wasn't taught credit. I didn't know, nowadays, in the times we live in, credit is more valuable than cash. There's things you could go in with no money down, with an 800 credit score, and walk out. And you could go in with $100,000, and they will deny you. Deny you. 100 grand cash, and they will deny you. Credit is key. So at the end of the day, we got to teach our kids, ain't nothing wrong with working for somebody, but try working for yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with hustling and doing all that. You do what you got to do for your family, but try doing it the right way. You've already tried it the wrong. Let's try doing things the right way. So she guided me towards that, and then watching her, it just grew and built.
Right, yeah. My niche, like I said, is small business owners, right? And I actually need to take the word small out because I just want to put business owners in general because, like you said, your transition. You started with the credit repair. Your credit score went up. Boom. I need an LLC. Okay, you got your LLC. Boom. Then you say, you know what? I'm commingling my funds. I'm mixing my business funds with my personal funds. I said, get a bookkeeper.
Yeah. And
you know what I'm saying?
You taught me that.
Get a bookkeeper.
You taught me, go get you a payroll. Get you a payroll. Separate the personal.
Separate, because when you go somewhere, they're going to be looking like, well, you can't prove how much money your business made because you're going to Taco Bell, you're going this, you're doing that with your money. And but we not taught this. So, kind of like you said, I helped you, but like you're more so my protege because that's what I focus on. I look for other people like yourself. I look for other people like me who didn't know, so that way we can be on top when they trying to tell us, no, you can't do this. And it really be a matter of paperwork.
Knowledge is information. People don't know. Paperwork is priceless and knowledge is key.
That's crazy though. And it be simple stuff that they've been doing, but we didn't know. So we just kept losing time after time after time because we didn't know any better. So then, like you said, you got the LLC, your personal credit good. Now you could do business credit. So now you get to a point, I'm building my business credit, right? I don't even got to use my social no more.
No.
So yeah, you
EIN number.
You use your EIN number. That's your business social for everything.
Absolutely.
Once you establish your business credit to a certain level, you don't even have to be what's called a PG, which is a personal guarantor. You don't have to co-sign on your business because your business credit is going to be golden. These people put houses in their business name, cars in their business name, their trust, everything in their business name. So if they get sued, everything is going on the business.
You're suing the business. You're not suing them.
And then all you do is dissolve your business and start another one.
Absolutely.
And it's crazy because, like I said, we was not taught this. They hating on folks. Like Trump paid $700 and he made millions of dollars. I'm not a Trump fan. I'm not into politics, but you can't hate the player, hate the game.
Man,
I need to know who his CPA is.
He wasn't a good president.
And I like taxes.
He was a great businessman.
Yeah.
Donald Trump was a great businessman.
And people
whether y'all like him personally or not.
Right, and that's just what it is. And then another thing too, they hate to admit, when he's in office, we made a whole bunch of money.
Hey, y'all gotta get out y'all feelings. Ain't no money there. We was getting paid when these people was in office.
Yeah, we made a whole bunch of money, and that's when Black people started learning about entrepreneurship.
Absolutely.
Because he was a good businessman.
Absolutely.
That's crazy, though.
He actually opened the floodgates.
Yeah.
He gave funding. He had grants, loans. Man, he opened the floodgates.
But everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, had it not been, because sometimes the devil have to come in. Had it not been for him in that position, we wouldn't have knew they was getting all of this.
Yes.
We wouldn't have knew. We wouldn't have had no clue. We would have kept still going to work, trying to figure out how we going to make it, waiting on food stamps, Medicaid, et cetera, like, well, what can we do to get by?
Yeah. These are facts. These are facts. So, what you teaching me, first starting off with just personal credit in general. Then you saying, John, you need to get your LLC. Now I own 3 businesses and I have 3 LLCs and my Dun & Bradstreet number and my business credit going up. You taught me a lot, but I'm still learning from you. Now you moved away from your home and you moved into a new environment.
Man.
How has that helped you with your, how would you say, your aura, your energy?
First of all, not even to get religious, not even to get personal, they didn't accept Jesus in his own hometown. Let's just call a thing a thing, and I was here and I was focused on my people. I try to put my friends on, my family on, everybody on, but you can't because they gotta want it. They mindset gotta change. Mindset is the key. It starts with mindset. When you're an entrepreneur, it's 80% mindset. The other 20% is actually knowing how to do your business.
Absolutely.
It's 80%. You can sell socks and rocks and all of that. People gonna buy it if you know how to hustle and sell your, do your business, period, point blank. And I was trying so hard to make everybody, get a bag. And
everybody can't go though. Everybody can't go. Everybody don't want the same things you want. But how many times
you have to get beat over and over and over again to realize everybody can't go?
Absolutely.
And so since I left, I only been gone a couple of months. I realized it's even been a big change with business. I have a mentor. If your mentor doesn't have a mentor, you have the wrong mentor. I have mentorships that I pay for. Yeah. Somebody who makes more money than me, that's more experienced than me, that can teach me the game. Because there's nobody I'm connected to that can help me like that. Yeah. You know? No offense, but I have to find somebody else who already know who getting bread up out of it.
And did y'all just hear this? Yeah. She has degrees. She owns businesses. And she said, what? I pay to learn for the information. Mm-hmm. I spend my own cash money.
Money.
Yeah, I spend my own cash money just to better myself. Sometimes you got to invest in yourself. You can't want everybody to do it. You got to want it for you. Put your time, put your energy, and put your own money into you if you really want to be successful in life.
Yeah, like, so since I've been going, like I said, I have no family there. I have no friends there. Just a couple of business partners who eventually, one day maybe they'll become friends. So my whole daily routine has changed. I listen to self-development books every day. The typical Think and Grow Rich. I listen to, 50 Laws of Power. I listen to different books that help, increase my mindset and
work that muscle.
Then I've been working out physically. I'm not a big person, but I realize your health is your wealth. So I even got a gym membership, and I don't do much because I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but I at least do something at least 3 to 4 times a day. I go to the gym, and then I set a schedule up where I have to work this many hours on my business, this much on self-development. But when I was home in Vegas, I can't do that because every 5 seconds somebody calling, Kayla, can you help me do
Distractions.
this? Kayla,
Hurdles.
I need you to do this. Kayla, help. Went to jail. Kayla, I need you. So I couldn't do that here because my heart too big. Yeah. So I put myself on the back burner to help everybody else.
Others.
So I had to leave so I could put me and my child and my grandchildren first, so I can get to where I need to be able to help people.
Yeah. So what do you say to the average person who's working a 9 to 5, who's been seeing all the stuff on social media, people doing t-shirt companies, people doing that, and they're still working, but it's not working. They're working, but it's not working. What do you say to these people?
I would say, there's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5. It's not. Because, you have your health benefits, you have steady income coming in every 2 weeks. But also think about something you like to do.
Absolutely.
So like you like music, so you opened up, that another business. I liked credit, so I went into credit. I like taxes. So think about stuff that you like to do and start doing that a little bit at a time in your spare time. Use that 9 to 5 to fund your dreams. Because when you at work, you funding somebody else's dreams. Like
Absolutely.
I have 50 million degrees. My supervisor at work who talked down to me only got a high school diploma. But because I'm black, because I'm a woman, that person could talk to me however they want to, and I got to get that hourly pay. So nothing wrong with it, because we got to eat, we got to live, but just think about what you want to do, what your passion is.
Let's work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, and use that money from your 9 to 5, whatever you have left, to fund what you want to do. And who don't want to make money for something they enjoy doing? It's like, it makes sense. You
might as well get paid to do what you love.
Yeah.
At that point, it's not a job no more.
Mm-mm.
It's a career, and it's something that's building your life, your family, and your loved ones.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, man, get y'all LLCs, man. What do you know about, what do you know about, so what do you say after you got the LLC and you want to structure? I have a couple of business. What about the umbrella? Let's talk to the people about that, corporations.
Okay, so, first of all, I am going to say, usually most businesses take 2 to 3 years for you to actually see revenue. Okay?
And
flourish. Now, LLC may not be for everybody, but according to the IRS, if you make over $400 a year, you suppose that's a business. It's no longer considered a side hustle. Yeah. And so if you study filing your taxes and say, oh, girl, I just do hair, I do nails, or I do landscaping, I wash cars, you can file it on your taxes as a Schedule C. But at some point, the IRS going to be like, bruh, this is no longer a side hustle. Like, this is a business. Yeah. You need to legitimize it, So say you get your LLC, you making money. Now you're learning how to be that business owner. You're separating, your income, your expenses, etc. Now, when you do come up with a business, like the name of your business is Money Over Everything. I love that name because it's vague. It's money over everything, period. No matter what everything is. Everything could be clothes, shoes, food, whatever. It's everything.
Pain,
your
sleep.
Exactly. Your framework is money over everything.
We work it.
You made your business name so vague where no matter what you do,
Yeah.
it's still money over everything. A lot of people get businesses, and like I said, we don't know any better.
They put themselves in a box.
Why are you taking the words out of my mouth? Like, no, seriously, because like the name of my business was Knowledge Financial Solutions. Yeah. I didn't know, you know. Once I learned and did research, financial is a hot topic. You can't use financial unless you're like a whole bank. Yeah. So I had to change my business name, get a whole new LLC, a whole new EIN, a whole new Dun & Bradstreet. So now I'm working backwards.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful even with small things like the business name, but you want to think outside the box. So now you got money over everything, MOE. You can get a DBA and say money over everything restaurant.
Yeah.
Boom, you got a whole nother EIN number for that though, right? So you got the LLC, that's the top of your umbrella.
Okay.
Now this DBA, you got money over everything food. Boom. Okay. Now you say, okay, I want to sell clothes. Money over everything gear. Yeah. Boom. Another DBA. You ain't got to get another whole LLC. All of that's under that umbrella. You're running that under that EIN number. Now you still separate the funds.
Are these? That's what I wanted to ask you. Are these still two separate entities?
It's one LLC, different DBA. DBA stands for doing business as.
Okay.
So you're doing business as when you got your food truck and making food. You're doing business as money over everything gear when you doing this. So you still get separate EIN numbers. Keep that money separate, so that way you'll know how much you made for this business, how much you made for this. Yeah. But you ain't got to run and get different LLCs unless it's a whole nother business type. Now, say you wanted to do something that's totally non-related to...
Like going from clothing to entertainment.
Yes. Then you need a whole separate entity because that's two different types of businesses.
And that is true because when I went from the clothing, as y'all can see, MOE, I went from the clothing to an entertainment business. I went through the one stop, and I got the business in a box from Miss Claudia Caldwell. Shout out to Claudia Caldwell if you need your business in a box. I went through her, I got the business in a box, and I did have to separate the two because the entertainment was totally different than the clothing.
Correct, absolutely. And people, like I said, we don't know any better, so we wind up messing stuff up and having to work backwards and fix it. So, if it's a totally separate business type, I would suggest getting a new LLC. You know, they say most millionaires have at least 7 LLCs.
Okay.
7, and I was like, "Wow, I'm only on 2, so I got 5 more to go."
I'm on 2 too, but I got 5 more to go.
But so it's good to know, and that, you know what I'm saying, only from research and learning, because ain't nobody gonna tell you that.
At the end of the day, there's no losses in this. It's only lessons. So if you lost some time, but you gained some knowledge and information, it was really just a blessing in disguise. It's always going to be hurdles. It's always going to be trials and tribulations. But as long as you stay consistent, that was word of the day last week, consistency is key. Every successful business, no matter what you do, just stay consistent at it. You're not always going to have high selling days. You're not always going to be chipper. But if you stay consistent and you stay focused on the business, everything usually falls in place.
Yeah, that's good. That's what I learned when I started doing credit.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's discouraging because people don't want to pay, people don't want to follow up, etc. And I noticed when I didn't market my business every day, when I didn't go out and meet people and tell people what I did, then my business didn't grow. Once I remained consistent, I hired an assistant to make sure she does my social media posting. I'm not that technology savvy. I know numbers, I know research.
That's me.
But I know I'm not a social media person like that. So my assistant posts on my Instagram, my TikTok, my Facebook, my LinkedIn for me, so that way I can remain consistent and remain relevant. Because as long as you got eyes on you all the time, somebody can be like, oh yeah, I know what's the name sell clothes, so let me hit him up.
But also with that consistency, it also gives you a chance to work on something else.
Yes. Well, not even that though, too. I was being cheap. Like I said, we don't know. My mentor with the tax business, he told us 2 years ago, he said, y'all need to get an assistant. I don't want no assistant. I don't want nobody touching my people's stuff and especially when you're dealing with personal information.
Social security numbers, all
that. Yeah, because y'all want them to fall back on me because I don't want nobody's information to be compromised. But what I realized, I had to think smarter, not harder, that if they doing the little stuff for me, like sending email blasts, sending text blasts, etc., that gives me time, like you just said,
to do the big things.
Now I can go out and get people. Now I can go out and tell people, because they can't do that for you.
Yeah, no.
They can't go live for you. They can't do on the podcast for you. So
you got to do that footwork.
Yeah, you can do the things that no one could do for you, and they can do the menial work because they're doing the consistent work, and then you're following up after they talk to all of these people.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So,
but you gotta pay. It ain't free.
Hey, ain't nothing free in life. It costs to even die. It costs to have a baby. Everything in this world costs.
You know I do life insurance now too.
Trust me, I do. I do.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Black people, oh my goodness.
Health is wealth, people. It don't matter if you get $1 billion if you pass away and can't spend it. Health is wealth.
I know, it's like the stigma we have when we talk about life insurance to people. People don't want to talk about it, and it's sad because we just was raised like, oh, that shit janky.
Yeah.
Oh, that's taboo. Why you talking about that? I ain't gonna be here anyway. So you just gonna leave everybody else to figure out a way to bury you? Like, that's not cool.
That's what you're talking about
cool.
when you say passing generation curse.
Yeah.
We need to flip it and pass the generational wealth.
And we still doing that. Like, I had one of my business partners, she was talking to one of her family members and was like, you need to get life insurance. He's like, well, I got it through my job. She was like, yeah, but you lose that job, you lose that life insurance policy. So the older you get, the more expensive the life insurance is. He's like, oh no, I'm cool, I ain't gonna lose my job. Your life is in these people's hands. They can fire you in the blink of an eye. Yeah. In the blink of an eye. We don't want to do nothing for ourselves. I don't know why we are so dependent on the government and the people. I don't get it. And I work for the government and I see it. I've seen it every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
So at the end of the day, we need to stop passing these generational curses and start passing general wealth. You know why Jewish people, Asians are so wealthy? They kids start with life insurance policies. Yeah. They get whole life insurance policies where they could pull out just like you pull equity out of the house.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we just got to start teaching our kids credit matters. Health matters. These are the things that's going to have you living a successful life and a fulfilled life instead of surviving. This is going to have you living instead of struggling.
It is true. Like, I just don't even have the words for it, but thankful, like you said, for this platform, because you're getting information out to people who normally wouldn't have gotten it. Like you said, you was from the streets, so most people, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can't walk up to the hood and talk to, man and them.
Yeah.
They got to come from somebody that they trust, because that's just how our mentality is. So being able to have this platform so people who, can trust you, can hear it, and they know.
Urban people that need to hear it.
And they know that it ain't nobody trying to get over on us, because they have gotten over on us for so many years.
Yeah.
Like with the
you're almost scared to take the information.
Yeah, like like the thing they did back in the day with the syphilis, and they gave all the people, black people syphilis and stuff like that, and how they just continuously set us up. So I get it.
Yeah.
I get why we don't trust.
Yeah.
I get it. I still have my own trust issues, but it's time to release that curse and start trusting and looking for information from our people so we can grow.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, don't nobody want to do business with us, not even our own people.
And that's the other part, man. We got to start investing in our own. MOE is money over everything, but it's also manifesting our economics. Motivating others, excellence. You know what I'm saying? That's what she did with me. She got me in a mind state. I always say money over everything mind state, because she got me to a mindset where I know at the end of the day, focus on the bag. Focus on getting the money and doing it the right way, where you're not hustling no more, where you're getting legal loans, where you're going to your business instead of going to a corner, where you can give your kids something to see and something that's going to help them in their future.
I tell you, our mindset's so jacked up. Like, first thing I did, what's that Kanye West song when he was like, he went straight to the jewelry store? First thing I did, I got a bag, I went and got a chain, okay? And it's nice too, I ain't gonna lie. But I promise you, what I could have did with that? That's, you know what I'm saying? That's 10 racks. I could have invested that in the business. So I don't know if, a lot of people are familiar with the 4 quadrants. It has, like, it's a worker, investor, a business owner, and I'm trying to think of the other quadrants. It's from Robert Kiyosaki's book, right?
Okay.
So, do you know that 95% of people who become millionaires, they don't become millionaires because they work a job. They become millionaires because they're an entrepreneur. So you have to change from one side of the quadrant to the other side of the quadrant to learn that, until I become my own business owner and I'm making money in my sleep, then I'm able to invest in other businesses, continue to make money in my sleep. You're not going to make no money. You're not, because you study changing your time for money. When you go to work every day, if you don't go to work, you don't what? Get paid. You don't get paid, you don't eat. When you become a business owner, you set up a structure where now you have an assistant, you have other people working under you. So as long as they go to work, you get paid. So if you're still stuck on this side of the quadrant, you'll never become successful. Only 5% of W-2 employees become wealthy. And it's hard to become part of that 5%.
Hey, man, y'all really got to listen to this woman, man. She's got tons of knowledge. She's got tons of information. She does from financial literacy to where you said healthcare. That's mental. You need that to so much more, man. I'm just, like I said, I'm proud that I even met you, and you helped me get me on the right path. Just letting y'all know, I come from the streets, I come from hustling, I come from the gang environment, and now she's got me a business owner. I pay taxes, I have a payroll, I put my son on credit cards. She even told me, you know what I'm saying?
And make sure you put them on payroll too. Don't forget, you can put your kids on payroll and pay them up to $12,400 a year. So that brings down your total AGI. So say if you make it $200,000, $300,000, the more money you make, the more you pay in taxes.
Yes.
If you got your kids on payroll, have them do their chores, have them do little stuff for the business.
You're going to give money anyway.
You're
Put
gonna
them on payroll.
So that way you bring it down your AGI, and that money could be going to a savings accounts for them. You know what I'm saying? For college or whatever you plan on doing with it. And that's helping you down for your taxes.
It's helping both of y'all.
Yeah.
You invested in your kids while you bringing your taxes down.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we got to start passing on generational wealth. We got to start investing in these kids and these youth because they the future. We already here. They the up and coming. So we got to teach them better than we was taught. We got to show them more than what we did.
Yeah, and like I said, none of the stuff even that we discussed today, I had no clue. I had no knowledge of it. I couldn't learn that information from my mother. Couldn't learn it from my father. Not that they knew and didn't tell me. They just didn't know.
Yeah.
My cousins couldn't tell me. You know, Miss Donna, I looked up to her because that's my big cousin.
Yes, ma'am.
And she couldn't tell me. It's a lot of stuff that I had to tell her, but I learned by trial and error. So we got to start.
No losses, only lessons.
We have to start sharing this information with our family and our friends so we all can eat, we all can grow.
Motivating others' elevation. Like I said, we got to start investing in others. Sometimes it might not be financial. It costs nothing for you to like, share, comment, tell a friend. It costs you nothing, but who knows where to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but it's, I think we're going to get there. Hopefully, we live long enough, God's willing, to see the change. But I'm seeing it already every single day.
More and more people getting LLCs. More and more people becoming their own employees. Mm-hmm. They're self-employed. More and more people investing in themselves and their craft. And that's what it's really all about.
Mm-hmm. Because it's something, everybody has some type of niche. It's something somebody else could do better than you. Nobody knows everything.
Yeah.
And everybody try to keep everything in-house and do their own stuff. I'm going to do my own bookkeeping. I'm going to do my own social media. That sounds good, but you taking away time from your business when you could be doing, like you said, the big stuff. So other people can, you can make more money and you can help and finance other people's, they need money too.
Yeah, we all got to eat. Everybody got to eat. And at the end of the day, if you really want something and you're really trying to strive for it, it's nothing wrong with throwing a little capital towards it. There's nothing wrong with investing a little bit to get your numbers where you want them to be or your success rate where you want it to go.
Yeah, and then too, you have, like I said, be smart about it. Like tax season is only 3 months out of the year. And if you're a good tax preparer, you're not beating people over the head, you're going to make good money.
Yeah.
But you have to think like, I'm my own business. So I can't take that, drop a bag on Louis, Gucci, whatever. I got to take however much money I made, spread that out for the rest of these months in the year, and this is where I got to pay myself, like you said, payroll every 2 weeks. So that way I know I got enough to survive off, enough to live off of. I'm paying into Medicare. I'm paying into Social Security because now you the boss. You the CEO. You your own business owner. Yeah. But you got to change your mindset because I know my first tax season, I was like, dang, I ain't never had this much money. And spent it on here, like I said, bought a chain, bought this, bought that, whatever. Then you be sitting there looking like, dang, I gotta wait till January. Now I gotta spend on white around the mouth. You don't want to do that no matter what kind of business you in. You gotta think about, this gotta last me. I got expenses. I got a 1-800 number for my business. Please don't use a Google phone number, because when you're building business credit, that's not gonna work. You gotta have a business email. It can't be a Gmail that's free. You can't use that. You know, and that's
she dropping jewels on y'all.
That stuff you have to pay for.
Yes.
And people don't want to pay for it, and people don't want to, like you said, structure it properly.
Yeah.
And you losing in the long run, because when you go to get that business credit, they look and see if you got a real website. They look and see if you got a real legit 1-800 number.
If your address is your house or a real business.
Yeah, a lot of people do go to like iPostal. You can't even use that, because they will Google that address and see if it look like a mailbox place.
They know.
Like, if it look like Staples or a P.O. box place, they gonna deny you. It gotta look like a brick and mortar. Like, we in a physical building, we're in the brick and mortar. They gonna give you more business credit than the person who using a home address.
Absolutely.
But we don't, like I said, we gotta know these things.
You gotta know these things. And like she was saying before, I got a big chain too. I ain't gonna lie. I went and got me a big chain. But because it was structured, I bought it with my business credit card, and it's advertising. This is part of my business. This is advertising. So,
and I'm pretty sure it's insured.
Insured.
Yeah.
For sure.
But that's a part of your brand.
Yeah.
You are your brand. When somebody think of money over everything, they should automatically see your face. They should automatically see me. When they see me, they should say Nala Solutions. They should see my CEO chain that I have. That's a part of your brand. Yeah. I thought it was funny though, because one of my brothers, he wear a lot of jewelry too. And then someone like, oh no, you got money. He said, no, baby, this is my costume. Yeah. He like, this is just a costume, because this is what I have to wear every day to get to where I need to be, to get to where I want. Yeah. And it's crazy. And I was like, this isn't crazy. But I thought about it. It's reality.
No, it's reality.
How you carry yourself, it depends on what you're trying to do and what you're trying to do to brand yourself. If your business is money over everything, you have to look like money. You can't say money over everything and come in here with Payless shoes on.
Absolutely.
They don't have Payless no more. But still, they not going to believe you. Yeah. You can't have money over everything. You ain't got the diamond bling bling earrings. You have to be your brand. We both got on Versace eyeglasses, okay? You know, it is what it is. You have to, and plus, when you look better, you feel better. But it's all a part of your brand. Yes. So if it's not a part of your brand, I'm saying don't go out and just blow a bag just so you could be like this, because people do like lifestyle stuff. Yeah. And our mindset, especially as black people, they flock to, oh, she got this, she got that. And, you know, unfortunately, that's just how we is. And that's how you reel people in. But if you reeling people in like that, that's cool. Yeah. But teach them something. Yeah.
Please. Like I said, every time you watch Studio Talk, I want you to learn something. I'm trying to teach you something. I am definitely giving you a good show. But I want you to learn something. Take this from the show and use it in your life. Yeah. I'm trying to build you. We're really motivating others' elevation and doing it with a money over everything mindset.
I like these taglines.
Yeah, hey, man, you know, it's MOE. It's MOE. You know what I'm saying? What it means to me, it might not mean to you. But at the end of the day, it's all motivation. Yes. It's all excellence, black excellence. I want to lift up my people. So that's just the MOE. You know.
Well, thank you, John. I really appreciate that. Like I said, I appreciate everything that you've done, everything you try to do to help the community. You know, we all have a place. Yes. And we all have a mission. We all have a niche. So we have to do what we know how to do to make sure that we're reaching other people, because some people can reach some and some can't. It might be people you can reach that ain't going to talk to me, that doesn't have anything to say to me because I don't look like what they've been through. Yeah. So we need all of us as black people to come together so we can reach everybody. Like you said, they have a Jewtown, they have a Chinatown, but when black people come together, oh, that's the ghetto. Yeah. Why we have to be the ghetto?
Why not invest in each other? Why not build each other up? Like I said, if you're going to do something, go do it black owned. You're going to do it anyway. Why not?
And if they don't do business right, let them know. Don't blast it on social media. Don't blast it to everybody, because bad news spread faster than good news. You're going to hear mess and drama faster than you hear something positive. You let that person know as a fellow entrepreneur, like, don't get down like that. This is what you should have done, and this is what we can do to do this better. You know, and people will respect you more for that.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it's a lot of things, a lot of mistakes I made in the past, and I'm still learning. But when I do realize the mistakes I made, I'm learning. It's hard for me, especially as a woman, to say, my bad, I apologize, I did that wrong. So what can I do to rectify that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Man, you've already gave the people so much information. I hope they learned something from it. Can you tell them one more time where to reach you at?
Yeah, so you can reach me at joinkayla.com. It'll take you directly to my website, and it has all the products and services that I offer. Like I said, tax preparation, LLC setup, business credit, life insurance, etc. Or you can contact me at 725-777-6048. That is my business number. But either way is fine. My tagline is Knowledge Solutions. So you can go to Knowledge Solutions YouTube. I do a lot of YouTube videos, just like podcasts on different topics. You can go to, like I said, my Facebook page, IG, etc. So anything Knowledge Solutions that equates to Kayla.
Hey, just letting y'all know, John Jay, the host of Studio Talk, is a prime example of what this woman is doing. She's really teaching the black youth a better way to get the bag, a better way to get to the money, and a structured way to do it. I went from being in the streets and hustling to bettering my credit to being a black business owner to now having a corporation. So I'm a prime example of the information that she just gave y'all, what it can do and how it can affect you.
Yes, I'm tired of us going to jail for stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? The stuff look good, everything shiny ain't gold. It could be fool's gold, and I'm tired of going through the motions. Like I said, I come from South Side Chicago, West Side of Vegas. My mother, have hurt issues. My father was in prison. So I don't want that to continuously happen to our people over and over and over again. So anything I can do to help to change our mindset and grow our businesses, I'm with it. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's motivate others' elevation. The MOE motto. That's the way. It's been a great show. I really appreciate you, Miss Joshua. I'm going to be doing other business with you. Yeah. I hope y'all do the same. Follow her, like her. Get to know this woman, man. She's got a lot of information that might change your life, that might change your business. This has been Studio Talk. It's been a great show. Hope you learned something, and we out of here.
Peace.